Hello everybody, Son of Rich here with the 10 best albums from 1986. Now, you could say that Peter Gabriel's Soul is the best album 1986, and I really wouldn't argue with that. I think it's 3 12-inch singles from that album. Sledgehammer probably being the biggest of the three. And I've never owned that album, so I don't know. But I do love the singles off of the album. But anyways, I'm still going to call it the best. And number 10 is Butthole Surfers Rembrandt, Pussy Horse. This is one of my favorite Butthole Surfer songs. It starts off with a Creep in the Cellar, which could be my favorite Butthole Surfer song of all time. But then it goes into Seafaring. I think that's the name of I think it's Seafaring. And that song, I mean, it's not bad, but the album starts out here and it kind of drops to there, by the second song. But it's still my number 10. Number 9 is The Mission, or The Mission UK, as they were known here. God's Own Medicine. This is a fantastic album. Now, I listened to this album towards the beginning of the year. I was spinning records that I haven't listened to in decades, and I was kind of blown away at how good this is. Let's put it this way, this record is in near mint condition because I probably only played it 2 times back in the 80s. But yeah, fantastic. Number 8. Spaceman 3. I love this album. It's a kind of a spaced out garage rock psychedelic masterpiece. This is the original. It's the second press UK. I guess the first press there wasn't that many pressed. And when those sold out, they pressed some more. And the dead wax is the exact same, from the exact same stamper, so it's the same as the first press. In fact, it's probably better because the stampers were hot. Anyways, this has, out of 7 songs, 4 of them are covers. Got a Stooges cover, then there's a song OD Catastrophe. The early versions of that, it was called TV Catastrophe, referencing TVI, the Stooges song. They do Roller Coaster by 13th Floor Elevators. There's a Juicy Lucy cover, early 70s British band, and there's something else on here. But yeah, I dig this album, man. In fact, I have their 3rd album, and I like this better. It's okay. That was number 8. Number 7. Tramps, A Date with Elvis. This is a lot more polished than their previous albums. Poison Ivy plays all the guitar and all the bass, and it's fantastic. It's a bit of a shift, a little more sexual innuendo, and yeah, it's just a great album all the way through. I mean, it made my top 10. Number 6. This would probably top a lot of people's list, and it's Metallica, Master of Puppets, with my Walmart version. Yeah, I wasn't really into Metallica until the Black Album, and I know that's not a popular thing to say, but that's how how it came to me. But yeah, this is a great album, hard hitting. It starts out with Battery right away, just right out of the gates. You know what you're getting. Okay, number 5. We got Pill album. This is a great album. I think it was in my last 85 list. Wonderful by Circle Jerks made the the top 10, and I said that was a rock album made by a punk rock band, and I would say the same thing here. This is a fantastic rock album. Ginger Baker even plays on it. The guitars on it are fantastic. It has the single Rise, but that really isn't indicative of how the whole album sounds. This album really rocks. And it's my number 5. Number 4 is Big Black, Atomizer. Now this could be the one that I played the most out of all of these. It would be this one in the Pill album. This is a fantastic album. It's got Jordan, Minnesota. It's got Kerosene, a couple of their biggest songs. And yeah, it's fantastic. Steve Albini just died recently, and this is a good album. My number 3 is The Queen is Dead by the Smiths. Now this is another one people might put at the top, but I have 2 above it. This is a great album. I think side 2 is perfect. Side 1 starts out with The Queen is Dead, but then it goes into Frankly Mrs. Shankly, and I think that's a bit of a wanker on the album. And it ends with Cemetery. Side 1 ends with Cemetery Dates. And I mean, it's not a bad song, but it's not as strong as the rest of the album. But side 2, man, there isn't a, it's up here the whole way through. Number 2, New York is represented, and it's Cro-Mags, The Age of Quarrel. This album is fantastic. It's hardcore punk rock with tinges of that thrash metal or speed metal. I mean, I know the metal guys will say speed metal and thrash metal are 2 different things, but they're the same thing as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, this is fantastic. I think this does it better than any of those speed thrash metal albums by far. And my number 1, and it was easy after listening to the albums, and it's New York representing again, and it's the Beastie Boys, License to Ill. This is fantastic, man. You put this on and all the way through, it's a great album. And that's my top 10. I didn't want to make this too long. Take care, everybody. Go Wizards.